Welcome back to Sudaama's Vedic Mathematics for Beginners, Straight Division section, example number 3. Let's see what we need to do. Right, what is it? What are we doing? Example 3. It says 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 2 divided by 2, 1, 4. Right. So what are we doing? Splitting the divisor into a operator and flag. So we've got 2 as the operator and 14 as the flag now. We've got a 2-digit flag right now. Okay? Instead of the first 2 examples, we had a 1-digit flag, but now we have a 2-digit flag. Right? So we need to bifurcate the dividend now. Okay, we're speeding through this. We need to bifurcate the dividend. And we're going to bifurcate, split it 2 places from the right because there's 2 digits in the flag. I'm just telling you that now so you can anticipate that we're going to divide between the 3 and the 5 there. You'll see in a moment. Okay, so bifurcate the dividend 2 places from the right. Let's do that now. Okay, right, because we've got 2 digits in the flag. Right, what's it say? Step 2. We're then going to say, take the 6, divide by the operator, which is 2, we get 3 remainder 0. So as before, put the 3 in there, and prepend the 0 to the 7 of the dividend. Okay, we can move on to step 3 now. We've got a gross dividend of 7, or 0.7. We want to take away the flag digits. Now, pay attention to this calculation. We've got flag digits here, we've got 1 and a 4, and then we want the last, or the latest 2 quotient digits. That's why we're putting a 0 before the 3. Okay, because we're the latest 2 quotient digits, and then we're going to cross multiply those digits. Okay, and the result of that, we're going to take it away from the 7. Okay, so it's 7 minus, and in parentheses now, we have 1 times 3 is 3, and 4 times 0 is 0. Okay, so it's 7 minus 3, and that is 4, and that is the net dividend. Then we take that net dividend and divide it by the 2. We get 2 remainder 0. Okay, so put the 2 under the 7 in the answer box, and prepend the 0 to the 2 of the dividend, like so. Now we can move on to step 4. We're going to take a gross dividend of 2, take away, that's a 0.2 now, take away, and in parentheses we've got the flag digits. The flag digits are always going to be 1, 4 in this, okay? Multiplied by the latest 2 quotient digits. Now, you can see we've got a 2 and a 3 now, so put the 2 in first and the 3 next to it. Okay, because those are the latest 2. Then we're going to cross multiply those, get the cross product. I'm going to take that away from 2. So what have we got? 2 minus, in parentheses we've got 1 times 2 is 2, and 4 times 3 is 12. So it's 2 minus 14 really, and that comes to minus 12. Well, that's our net dividend. Then we need to take that net dividend, minus 12, and divide that by our operator, which is 2. So it's minus 12 divided by 2. Now it becomes minus 6, remainder 0. Right, let's put that minus 6 in the answer box under the 2 there. And prepend the 0 to the 3. Okay, like so. Right, we're ready to do step 5 now. So it's 0.3. Okay. 0.3 minus, and in parentheses we've got our flag digits at the top, 1 and 4. They won't change. Have to squash those in there a little bit, won't we? And the latest 2 flag digits are bar 6 and then the 2 next to it. Okay. And then we're going to cross multiply those digits there. Alright. Okay, so equals. So we've got 3 take away, and in parentheses we have minus 6 plus 8. Okay, that's 3 minus 2, it comes to 1. So that's our net dividend, which we need to share by 2. So let's squash that up first. So then 1 divided by 2, we can't do that. 0 remainder 1. So put the 0 under the 3, and the 1 crosses over the side, renegade, to prepend to the 5. So we've got a net dividend of 15. And the latest two flag digits, quotient digits are 0 and minus 6. So we're not actually proceeding with any of the remainders right now. We're just getting the full decimal form, okay? No problem. So that's 15 minus, and in parentheses you've got minus 24. So that's 15 plus 24. That should come to 39. 39 by 2 is 19, remainder 1. So that's a big number, isn't it? Put the 19 under the 5. I'm going to put parentheses around that. Yeah, just keep it tidy. And the remainder 1 we're going to prepend to the 2. Now the thing is, we're running out of digits now, so in a moment little man should add some more zeros. There he is, adding some more zeros to the 2, just for so we can get more level of accuracy, better level of accuracy there. So our next dividend, gross dividend, is 12. Take away flag digits at the top, 1 and 4, and the latest two quotient figures, I should say, because that's a 19, isn't it? I have to put a nice squash of 19 in there, and next to that we've got a 0. Cross multiply those. Douche equals, and then what do we have? 12 minus, and in parentheses we have 19 plus 0. 0 plus 19. Well, 12 minus 19 is minus 7, or bar 7, okay? Little bar on the top there, which means it's minus 7. So we need to take within, that's the gross dividend, the net dividend, sorry, don't want to confuse you. Minus 7 divided by 2 is minus 3, remainder minus 1. So we put bar 3 in there and prepend the minus 1 to the 0 there, like so. So our next step 8, our next gross dividend is minus 10. Flag digits like on the top, and the latest two quotient digits are minus 3 and, well, actually that's 19, isn't it? Right, cross multiply those, and then what do we have? Equals minus 10 minus, and in parentheses, excuse me, we have minus 3, 4, 19, 76, isn't it? 76, and that comes to minus 83 as a net dividend. Okay, which we're then going to divide by 2. That's going to be 41, remainder minus 1. That's minus 41, by the way. Remainder minus 1. So let's squash that minus 41 underneath that 0 there. Bar 4, 1. Put green parentheses around that. Prepend the minus 1 to that 0. And we're ready for step. Squash that. Yeah, squash it down a little bit. Then we're ready for step, what's that say? Step 9. Okay, so step 9, so minus 10 is a gross dividend. Take away, open the parentheses, flag digits at the top, 1 and 4. Latest two quotient figures, I should say. I'll have to say quotient figures then. Minus 41, we have to squash in there, and a minus 3 next to that. Cross multiply those figures there, equals, so it's going to be minus 10, and in parentheses we have minus 41 and minus 12. Right, and the whole thing comes to what? Minus 10 plus 53. It's 43 is a net dividend, which we then divide by 2 and get a remainder, quotient of 21, a remainder of 1. Slot the 21 in there underneath 0 and put that in parentheses, and then prepend the 1 to the 0. Step 10. We've got a gross dividend of 10. We need to take away, and then we've got flag digits 1 and 4 at the top as usual, and the latest 2 quotient digits, quotient figures. Just modifying my speech there. It said, oops, beware, should be a -1. That will be rectified in a minute. Don't worry, I'm just alerting you to the mistake, the omission, you could say. We'll rectify that mistake in a minute. So it's 21. Mistake rectified, look, see. Gonna put bar 164 there, so that's minus 164. So anyway, that whole thing comes to 153. Check it for yourself carefully, and then when you divide that by 2, you get 76 remainder 1. Okay, at any stage just pause the video and check the calculations yourself. Okay, obviously you know that. 76, prepend the 1 to the 0. Now step 11, it's going to be gross dividend of 10, take away, you know the procedure now. Open the parentheses, put the flag digits down there. We've got 76 as a quotient figure, and next to that we've got a figure of 21, and we're going to cross multiply those figures in the parentheses there. Okay, and we're going to get 10 minus 76 plus 84. What's that come to? 10 minus 160 plus 10. It's minus 150. So that's our net dividend. And we need to divide that by 2. Minus 75, exactly. No remainder. Remainder 0. So let's put the minus 75 in there. Minus 75. What to do next? And prepend the 0 next to that. Now, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? That needs to be read for consistency. What's it going to do next? Squash that down a little bit. Do I need to move this man out of the way? No, I think he might be alright. Let's finish calculation and tidy up. Tune in for part 3. Right, so we're just going to tidy up in part 3. Almost finished. That went away quite quickly, so you might have to go back and see. So basically, let's tune in to part 3. See you in a moment. Part 2 rather.